Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Boston Scott, his first carry.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Tannehill on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tannehill now to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. A 1st down carry for Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. And this one is right through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jones on 1st and 10. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Finding some room at midfield. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 61 yards.
And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this AFC title game.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make this a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Play action. It's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Towards the end zone for Brown.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
He'll get this complete to Batson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 22-yard scamper. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here's Jones, throwing on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers into formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion calls defensively, and it turns into a big play.
On 1st down, it's Harris. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. This is Scarborough, and he'll take him for a Patriot touchdown. Bo Scarborough punching it in from a yard away, and the Patriots have retaken the lead. Extra point up and through, and the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Tannehill's throw here complete to Batson.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. And here he's got Grant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry able to power through. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Open man is born. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Jones on 1st down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Now it's Patterson. Cordarrelle Patterson. He's at the 30. 10, 5.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not, because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Bo Scarborough. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 92 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Fights him off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's still barreling through. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Detroit Rise there on the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 14-yard line. Let's go. Woody! Hey, hey! Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Patterson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for New England.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And they'll run again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Throwing Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And shedding a man at the 40. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it again with Henry. Fights off the defender, fighting his way through contact. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 151 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a 3rd down. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. He finds some open field here. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd and 10, Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
Now a college star here in Tennessee, Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
New England on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Bo Scarborough saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Second and 8 coming up. Again, it's Henry. 162 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know,